Let's do a full face of my favorite drugstore makeup products for the summer. The goal is super glowy and long lasting, and I think I achieved it. I already did my skin prep and I used my Bioma Holy Trinity Milky Toner, Milky Moisturizer, and also SPF. What I love about these is they are so lightweight, so they're not going to make you overly greasy. I love my L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, especially for the summer. Gives your skin a little bit of that extra boost and glow. Already with just that, my skin looks way more even and glowy. Like, you could just leave it at this. Maybelline Grippy Serum, my favorite grippy primer. It's lightweight and hydrating, but gives your skin a little bit of tack. I use this stuff all summer last year, especially when I was in Europe, and you know if you're in Europe, it's hot. NYX Buttermelt Glaze. No longer as tan as I was last year, so I finally got a new shade. It genuinely melts into your skin. L'Oreal Lumi Le Bronze Stick. This is like the epitome of a summer bronzing stick. You could literally bring this to the beach and apply it while you're tanning. I've been using this non-stop recently, and you can see why. Like, it just melted. It looks so much more bronzed but also glowy at the same time. I love a really glowy blush and cheek in the summer. I'm gonna mix my CoverGirl True Blend blush, the shade Spice Rose, with a little bit of my pink MCO Beauty Glow Wand. Look at how glowy that cheek is. I will always use a brightening concealer. I'm using the Essence Silky Blur Concealer. I like to let this dry for a little bit. I don't like to wear a lot of concealer in the summer, so I'm kind of dragging it outwards. Whatever's excess, I wipe under my bronzer. So lightweight, but also has great coverage. You guys know I love both these powders. I use them both consistently. Usually I use L'Oreal under my eyes and Maybelline to set the rest of my face. Kind of feeling like just going in with Maybelline today. I want this makeup to last and not look too oily, so I am going to set the rest of my face as well. It's got a little bit of glow to it and makes your skin look so radiant. I always like to put a lot down my nose and blend it into my eyelids. There's so many really good blushes from the drugstore, but I've been really reaching for my CoverGirl Baked Blush. It goes perfectly with the bronzer. It doesn't have that golden effect to it, but it has a little bit of sheen. For the summer, I love layering on top this NYX Buttermelt highlighter. Like, that is just so stunning. I told you I love a glowy blush. I just did my brows and I used my favorite brow products, L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer and the Brow Lamination. We're gonna go in with the Hard Candy Glow Unlock to bring a little bit of that glow back. I don't usually do eyeshadow, but when I do, 9 times out of 10, it's just this. The e.l.f. Shimmer Eyeshadow, and I just pack this on my lid. A little bit of that shine. I think this is so pretty, especially for the summer. I personally always need to do a wing though, and I like to use eyeshadow in the summer because it just looks softer. Sometimes I use the brown, but today I'm just gonna use the black. Perfect drugstore neutrals palette. It has everything that you could need. A little bit of highlighter on my nose. This one's from e.l.f. and under my brow. For lips, obviously, we are always starting with a lip stain as our base. You guys already know that these CoverGirl ones are my favorite. NYX Jelly Job in this pink shade. These are incredibly high shine. Last but not least, to finish the look, you know the drill. L'Oreal 3-second setting mist. You really don't need a lot of it, but trust me, this is gonna make that makeup last. Okay, and this is it. This is the final makeup. Full face of summer drugstore makeup products that I think you need in your makeup collection this year. Super glowy, but it's gonna last. Trust me, I wore this all year last year in Europe. Bye, guys.